Hi, this is Start 3D Modeling channel, and in this video I will show you how to create a part like this in Plasticity. Of course, we won't be creating exactly the same part. Instead, we'll focus on the operations that were used to make this part. If you haven't subscribed to this channel yet, please subscribe. I will start a new project and begin by creating a cylinder with its center at the origin of the coordinate system. I press the Tab key to specify the diameter of the cylinder and enter 100 mm here. I press Enter. Then I press the D key to specify the height and enter 10 mm. I press Enter to confirm and enter again to finish this command. I select the cylinder drawing again, the center of the cylinder here. I press Tab to specify the diameter as 70. Press Enter. Then the D key again, and for the height I also enter 70 and press Enter to confirm, and enter once more to finish this command. Next, I press the 3 key, select this face, and activate the Rotate command by pressing the R key. Let's add a rotation around the Y-axis by 30 degrees. I enter 30 degrees, press Tab to see how it will look, and click OK to confirm. OK again to finish this command. Now I press the 2 key, select this edge, and let's add a radius of 10 mm. Hit the D key, enter 10, and hit Enter, and enter once more to finish this command. Next, I select this edge, press the D key to add a radius here, and enter a radius value of 2 mm. OK. Let's also add a radius on this edge. I press the D key, enter 2, and OK. We'll leave it like that. Next, I press the 3 key to switch to face selection, and select the bottom face. Now I activate the Hollow Solid command, and let's add the wall thickness. I press the D key and enter -3 to specify that the wall should be 3 mm thick and should be made inward. I click OK to confirm. Now we have something like this. Now I will set a side view and draw a rectangle. I choose to draw a rectangle, specifying 2 corners. If this command is not active here, I press and hold the left mouse button and hover over this command. Now I will draw the rectangle approximately like this. So I place the corner of the rectangle at this point, although it doesn't matter much at this moment. Next I press the Tab key. Here, for this dimension, I enter 4 mm. Then press the Tab key again, and here I enter 30 mm, and press Enter to confirm. Now, with this rectangle selected, I choose the Rectangular Array command and add a rectangular array approximately like this. Here, I specify the number of elements, for example, 10 elements, and click OK. Now I have something like this, and I will turn off the visibility of this solid. I select all rectangles so that all areas are selected. To do this, we need to have the Face Selection mode activated, and with the selection window, we can select all rectangles. Then the areas of these rectangles will be highlighted, and we add an extrusion for any value. I press the Tab key so that the extrusion is also added in the other direction, and the extrusion should be added in such a way that it sticks out beyond the solid, and click OK to confirm. Next, I select all flat geometries and click the eye icon next to one of them to turn off the visibility of the flat geometries. Now I switch to selecting solids. We will delete this solid. I select this solid and press the Delete key, and we will delete this solid as well. We select the solid and press the Delete key. Now I will turn off the visibility of the first solid so that it doesn't obscure the view. I will set a side view and choose to draw a circle. I draw a circle approximately like this. Here, let's do it so that this circle doesn't reach the end. Let's make it approximately like this. Now this circle is selected. I choose the mirror command. We can do this by pressing the keyboard shortcut Alt+X and add a mirror of this circle relative to the mirror plane that goes through the center of these solids. To do this, I press the F key. As the first point of the mirror line, select the center of this solid, and as the second point of the mirror line, select, for example, the center of this solid. I click OK to confirm, and I have two such circles. Solid selection is active. I select all solids. I press the C key to activate the cut command and select this circle as cutting geometry and click OK to confirm. And now solid selection is active, and with the selection box I only select those solids because those are the ones I want to delete. I press the delete key to remove the selected solids. Now again I select all solids, press the C key to activate the cut command and choose this circle as cutting geometry and click OK to confirm. Now these solids are already selected and the circle is also selected, but we don't need the circle. I press the delete key to remove it and turn off the visibility of this circle. Now again, select all solids, press the keyboard shortcut Ctrl+2 to switch from solid selection to edge selection, press the B key to activate the fillet command, then press the D key followed by the 1 key and press enter to confirm and enter once more to finish this command. Now turn on the visibility of this solid and set a side view. We can now activate the rotate solid command, or we can leave it this way. I will activate the rotation command. I press the R key and add a rotation of 30 degrees. I added a slight rotation around the Y-axis, and here I simply specify the exact value I want to rotate it by. And I click OK to confirm. The solids are selected, and now I activate the move command. I press the G key and gently move these solids. I click OK to confirm, and this way we have something like this. And now we will subtract these solids from this solid to create holes in this solid. To do this, first select the solid from which we will subtract, and then with the Shift key, select the solids we want to subtract. We can do this by holding the Shift key and using the selection box to select these solids. Then I press the Q key. Or regarding the selection, we can also do this by selecting these solids from the outliner. I select the first solid, press the Shift key and click on the last solid, and then these solids will also be selected. Next, I press the Q key to activate the Boolean operation and click OK to confirm. And in this way, with these few steps, we created such a solid. As you can see, creating 3D models in Plasticity is quite easy and fairly quick. We will end here. Thank you for watching, and please subscribe to this channel.